What's good, everybody? It's your boy KFYS Joe back at it here again today in this beautiful sneaker shop, Legends Boutique, with the owner, Juan himself, the man that created this entire empire right here. You can catch him at 4498 Alafaya Trail in Orlando, zip code 32826. Juan, what's good?
Doing, Joe?
How are you, my man? Beautiful, man.
Good,
How's everything going? How's the shop?
Can't complain. Good.
Juan, tell me, what happened, man? What made you get into this sneaker empire right here, bro? How did you start? What was your first shoe you ever had? Tell me how you got into sneaker culture.
The sneaker culture, I was probably like 16, 17. I was earlier than that, but I couldn't afford it. But one summer, my father sent me with some money to New York. I mean, I was a sneakerhead before that, but I didn't have the funds to support my sneaker fetish. And he sent me up to New York when I was 14.
From
right
where?
before going to.
Where'd you come?
Oh, I was in Miami. We lived in Miami, and then he sent me to New York with my stepbrother. He lived in Jersey, and so he sent me to Jersey, not New York. But we're so close. I say New York, and then I didn't have money to support the fetish like that. There's no stores like that in Miami, you know. And he sent me this summer up there with my stepbrother, and when I get there, and he starts telling me, "Oh, well, what you want to do?" I said, "Yeah, I need gear. I'm about to go into high school, so
That's right, you gotta stay fresh.
I need some clothing." So we start looking at things, and I'm thinking to myself, clothes I can get back home, shoes, jeans, you know,
Yeah.
things like that. I need shoes. So we start going to Models. We went to a couple of sneaker stores, and I grabbed some Timberland boots. I grabbed a pair of white Air Force Ones. I grabbed a pair of Jordans. And that must have been like roughly around like $500. So I didn't have much. I had to save the other $5 for food and other things.
Of course. 500, half and half. 500
Yeah.
for sneakers, 500 for
500
food.
for food and other. So then I finally, you know, got the shoes, went back home, and people were like, "Damn, where you got those Air Force?"
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
So, you know, we don't have, you know, because at the time there was like special New York City editions and that you couldn't get back here. So it was a nice trip, and in all honesty, that's what started like me wanting to wear nicer clothing, nicer shoes, and then I stumbled on this reselling sneakers because I pretty much lost my job. And the only thing I had to fall back on was the shoes.
Okay.
So I had a nice closet. I had probably like 300 pairs, and I'm looking around the room and seeing what can I sell to cover the rent.
Make some money.
Right. And I see the shoes. I go into my spare room and I see the shoes there, and I'm like, let me just. At the time we had it's still around. We had what's the place you go online to search like things for sale?
The eBay?
No, it's
Craigslist?
not
What you talking about? Craigslist?
Yeah.
Okay.
So at the time there was no OfferUp or anything like that. It was Craigslist.
Yeah.
So I started putting all my shoes on Craigslist. Next thing you know, people start hitting me up, like out of nowhere. Like it was fast, and I'm like,
Unexpectedly?
Right.
Like you didn't expect them to
I
contact about the shoes?
I didn't expect it to take off that fast, and it did. And the dude was cleaning me out. I would say he was cleaning me out maybe twice a week. He was coming back. Yo, I need more shoes. So I'm just like, what's going on here, bro? Let me know why you need all these sneakers for. And then he told me about eBay. He's like, bro, I bought enough shoes off you. I'm just gonna help you out. You should do your eBay. I'm like, eBay? Man, I'm doing real good with Craigslist. You know what I'm saying? Why I gotta? But I decided to go home, start my eBay, and I probably made like 90,000 that year, gross.
Wow, just from eBay?
Just from eBay.
Oh.
And that's how it took off. I started doing pre-orders. I started going to different releases, grabbing up pairs. Then SneakerCon happened to fall into my lap right behind eBay. A friend of mine named Sheldon, he told me about SneakerCon, you know, and at the time he was like, bro, this is gonna take off. It's a great market.
Yeah.
You know, it's a lot of people. It's probably like 30,000, 20,000 attendees at the time. Now it's probably like 100,000, 200,000 attendees. But
how was it, like, just starting up SneakerCon at that time?
yeah, that
it was brand new.
Yeah,
You hear that?
It was just starting up, and then
My man just dated himself.
Got him!
I'm sorry, bro.
It was the funniest way how I got to SneakerCon. At the time, I had a car, but it wasn't gonna make it up there, and I had so many shoes that I wasn't. There was no way for me to fit all those shoes into that car. I didn't even have a driver's license. I wasn't even supposed to be driving. So, a friend of mine, he drives trucks for a living.
Yeah.
He's a trucker, and his route was to New York. So,
Okay.
So that's just, you know,
Kind of hopped everything in the truck and
we
took it all
throwing
with him.
everything
Your
in
boy
an
hooked you up?
18-wheeler. Yeah, we
Shout
threw
out to his boy, whoever you
Yeah,
are.
he came through.
You still in contact with him?
Yes.
Are you?
I did throw him 2 pairs of shoes. It was supposed to be like 4, but I held up my end of the bargain. It was the other 2 people that didn't held up their end of the bargain.
So you hooked him up.
I hooked him up. I gave him a pair of Fear 3s and something else. I forgot. But we threw everything in the AC unit. We had platanos, green plantains in the 18-wheeler, and a pallet full of shoes that
That's
went up
wild,
to New
man.
York. Yeah, that was how I made the tour for the first SneakerCon. Yeah. Well, this is what it led to the store. My wife didn't want to travel anymore, and she's like, "Oh, look, it's putting a lot of wear and tear into the car, wear and tear into our marriage,
Well, just
wear and
traveling
tear
with
into
SneakerCon all over the place, you
We
know?
had to rearrange where we left my daughters and my son before going up to these events.
Yeah, I mean, you be
So
gone
it's
for what, like weeks at a time?
It was a week, like almost a week.
Week at a time, coming back,
So
leaving again, coming
right.
back, leaving again.
And so it was really hard. Not gonna lie to you, it was really hard to situate 4 kids and then
course.
take off. Then have all this preparation and all this work to do. So we decided to stop traveling and open a store. And I mean, and it was a great venture. You know, I think SneakerCon for everything, but this had to be this was long due.
Of course, bro. The store is absolutely beautiful, man. There is no shop in Orlando. I'm telling you guys, there's no shop in Orlando like this right now.
Definitely.
You got dead stock, VNDS. I mean, even the VNDS shoes legitimately can pass for dead stock. So tell me, what made you pick Orlando as the market to go to? What made you pick this location and this shop and this plaza?
All right, so I was doing a Lyft. And
Like Lyft, like the driving service Lyft,
yeah,
like Uber Lyft. Okay.
Yeah, I was doing Lyft because I was like, why am I paying for my car when it could pay for itself? You know. So let me drive 7 days out of the week, make $100, and that covered my car bill.
Yeah.
So, I jump in my Lyft, and this was probably last year, September, October, no, August. September,
2018.
August, 2018. I jump in my car, I do Lyft, and I see the amount of people that were around here for the football game, which was ridiculous.
Absolutely ridiculous, bro. Traffic here is...
People on the street drinking,
Yeah.
It's like a big party. Everybody's on the street. And I'm doing the Lyft, and my Lyft didn't stop. Bing, bing, bing. It was one after the other one. Bam, bam, pick me up here, pick me up here. So I'm like, oh, sweet, this is what's
So
up.
you saw how infested the market was in the area?
Right.
Made
And I'm
you
like,
come here,
man,
so the population was huge?
Yeah, this is a
Okay.
lot of people here
Yeah.
that need a lot of things, So I was like, let me check out the plazas near UCF. So originally I wanted to go into UCF.
Like inside of UCF,
yeah.
like Student Union type area?
Yeah, next to
Okay.
Gringos Locos.
Okay.
But then, shout out to that dude, man. He was asking ridiculous amount of money. Like I had to have like 150,000 in an escrow. And
Oh
I was
damn!
like,
Just to be in UCF
yeah,
Plaza.
Because you had to have the whole lease, the whole term of the lease,
Yeah.
and a bank account for him to
Get the out of here.
Yeah, so I was like, man,
Holy.
I can't.
Come on,
I'm not
UCF.
a
You gotta do better.
I'm not a millionaire. I can't afford that. And so I was like, I'm driving out of UCF. I'm like, man, it's got to be a different, something different. It's got to be somewhere near as close as possible as UCF. And I stumble upon this plaza, University Commons, which we're here at now.
Beautiful, man. We definitely picked a great location.
Thank you.
All the college kids are here.
Yeah.
So you talk about stocks. Sneakers are kind of like stocks right now.
Yes, sir.
They go up, they go down,
Yep.
they flatline, and they come back up and get a jump start again.
Sometimes, yeah.
So what is your main source of sneaker? Like where do you get the most of your shoes from, or is that kind of like a hidden hush hush type deal?
I mean, not really. Everybody knows that wherever they're gonna release, everybody pays attention and knows where to go to get the shoes. Foot Locker, Champs, Finish Line, Trophy Room. You name it. Whatever's in the area that you can grab, you gotta go grab it. It's kind of what it is. There's no hidden agendas. You just gotta put in the legwork.
Just got to put in the work and
Yeah, definitely.
make sure it comes through. For sure, bro. So there's a million pairs of shoes out there, a million types of collabs, all that. We already know that. Is there one shoe that holds like near and dear to your heart that you just love and that's it? Like that's your top favorite right there for a reason?
Yeah, to me it's a Bread 11.
A Bread 11?
Yep.
What's the reason on that? It's an iconic shoe.
I mean, just the colorway, the pan leather, that red bottom.
Yeah.
That sits. When you put that on and it sits beautiful on whatever it's sitting on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It contrasts well to the floor, the patent leather. The black patent leather. Anything shines on it, you see it. It's
So just
just
love.
amazing. Yeah.
Turns a bright smile
Yeah,
on your face.
yep,
You can't
yep,
get a smile on.
yep.
Yeah.
Joe, let me ask you a question.
What's up?
How do you hear about me, and how do you like when you heard about the shop? Like, what make you come to the shop?
Instagram.
Okay.
That's how I heard about you.
Okay.
I was just strolling through my feed. It's just a shoe after shoe. That's all I really have on my account, just shoe counts. And then I see, what's this? I just stroll. I see like a little video, and it just had Legends Boutique. I'm like, what the hell is this? And it says UCF by it. I was like, okay, this can't be in Orlando. I look at it, and then here it goes. There's just shoes like just grand opening. I was like, what? So literally the next day, I had texted my girlfriend. I was like, hey, there's a new shop in Orlando. We got to go check it out. I got to go make a video because, as you guys know already, I make a lot of shoe videos. So I had to come check out one in my own city. I was not expecting it to be like this. All right. So whenever I walked in that door, holy, you know what I mean? Like I wasn't expecting. I was expecting like a little tiny shop, maybe like 6 shoes sitting on the wall. I come in, what the is this? You know what I'm saying? Like you walk in, I mean, just look, look right here, look right here. Look, actually no, my bad. Look right here. Look at all these shoes just sitting on the wall over here. It's absolutely fucking amazing. I was not expecting that. And then whenever I walked through, I came and did a video. And what do I see? A shoe I've been looking for since I was a little kid. The Iverson Answer 1s. I swear to God, I've been looking for those things since I think I was 9 years old. My parents had got it for me and my brother. You guys already watched that video. If you haven't, click on it. It's going to be in the link down in the description below. But anyway, the Answer 1s, I've been looking for those since I was 9 years old. My parents got it for me and KFYS Martin for Christmas. And ever since that day, I had no idea they even re-released like 5 years ago, supposedly. I walk in this man's shop, and there it is sitting on the wall. Couldn't believe it. That was the end of it. Ever since then, Juan's been my boy. But definitely, guys, come check out the shop. So, Juan, let me ask you this. I know you carry a bunch of shoes. You also carry clothing and backpacks. What all clothing bag do you carry? Will you carry anything and everything? Are you like limited to certain things? Like, what is it?
We're specific. We're catering to whatever is hot right now.
Okay.
So the best brands right now are Supreme.
Correct. Hypebeast.
You have Babe.
Hypebeast.
You have a couple of other pieces. Travis Scott merch. That
Well, of
people
course.
love.
Yeah.
We have a couple of things. A couple of Jordan brand pieces. We have a lot of Supreme. Just a lot of Supreme.
A lot of Supreme.
In all reality, we also carrying high end clothing. Some Burberry, some Gucci.
Okay.
But that's more down the line. Right now we have some Burberry pieces, but we'll get more into that later on.
So, sneakers these days and sneakers back in the day, the prices obviously inflated like
Right.
crazy.
Yep.
Has the shoe standard went up to that quality for that price?
Definitely not.
No, you don't think so?
No.
Like, what's an example of a shoe you think? Like, there's got to be something.
Nike,
that-
Nike. I mean, I don't make shoes for a living, so I can't tell you how much it costs Nike to make a shoe nowadays. I know there's a lot of time and there's a lot of employees that need to get paid, and they hire factories, so we will never know. Only Nike will know how much it really costs to make a shoe. But they projected it anywhere between $5 to $10 to make the shoe.
Wow.
So
$5 to $10.
Right. Nike's not going to pay more for a pair of shoes, because at the end of the day they have to sell it to a certain market. And as you can tell, anytime these shoes go up $10 to $20, people get pissed off and decide to not buy them.
Correct.
And they'll sit on the shelf. Perfect case is the Jordan 5 Premium. They charged $400, and that thing did not sell well. It did not sit with regular consumers. There was some people who had no problem paying the $400, but there were some people that were not. Absolutely.
But you know what? The quality of that shoe.
I
picked up the black.
Yeah, it's like a Gucci.
It was like an Italian leather.
Yeah, it's like a Gucci sneaker, but
yeah, it was a good shoe.
At the end of
Expensive
the day,
though.
How much are you gonna really charge people for a shoe?
I mean, half the kids, all the kids ages from 13 to 21. They're either young or they're in college at that point, somewhere in between. They can't afford to pay $250, $500, $400 on a pair of shoes.
Look, let me tell you, if you're going to do a high-end shoe, this is my philosophy. You're Nike. You're doing a high-end shoe.
Okay.
We're talking about $400. You're gonna charge $400 here.
Yeah.
Why not just get with a high-end company and collaborate? Which is another one of my
Louis Vuitton or Gucci
right, which
or something?
is another one of my questions that we'll talk about later. Well,
okay.
Why not just collaborate with a high-end retail, business, a high-end chain, and just partner up and do a select run. Therefore, it's only available on Nike or Gucci or Louis Vuitton.
Yeah.
At this price.
I think that would be dope. I don't think Nike's ever done anything with them, right?
And then they can limit that. You know what I'm saying? They
Yeah.
can make the shoes real limited. Not everybody's gonna be able to afford the shoe.
Correct.
You're gonna blow your brand up. Both brands get equal amount of fire behind them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Everybody's gonna want the shoe. They're both gonna blow up from the shoe. Why not collaborate? You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I feel you. People that want that shoe, though, resale value is going to be through the roof with that limited. But speaking of sneakers values going up, you just started a type of payment plan in the shop for the shoes, correct?
Yep.
So how does that work?
All right. So if it's $300 or less, you could break it down into 2 payments.
Okay.
And your first payment, as a down payment, you give for the shoes, and then you have 2 weeks to pay the rest, or you could come back within a week, whenever you can, But you have 2 weeks to pay the rest. If you don't come back within those 2 weeks, there will be a 10% fee added to the cost of the shoe.
Okay.
Because you didn't come back when you said you were gonna come.
Of course, yeah.
Then there's if the shoe's $300 or more, you can break it down into 4 payments.
Okay.
So you have four times the opportunity to pay for the sneaker. Break it down to 4 payments.
I don't ever heard of an in-store shop actually doing that. So this is the first I've heard of personally.
We're trying to get everybody to afford the things they want. We're not all millionaires. We don't have money, to throw away like that. So, well, we're not throwing it away, but we don't have money to splurge like that. We have other bills, home, kids, cars that we have to take care of before these luxurious things. So that's why I initially thought of the payment plan.
That's beautiful, man. You take it off the shelf, right?
You
don't just let that thing sit on the shelf.
I take it off the shelf, put your name on it.
Okay.
And then nobody can sell that shoe. It's yours, and then you have the installments to pay for the shoe.
Okay. A lot of people are doing customs now. Let's talk about customs.
All right.
What do you think about the customs that are happening? People are ripping out Louis V bags, cutting them up, putting them on shoes, taking a pair of $1,000 sneakers and coloring all over them. What do you think about that? What's your opinion?
Joe, this was done before.
What do you mean?
This is nothing new. People back in the days were getting Gucci and Louis Vuitton.
Just cutting them up?
I don't know if they were cutting up back then, but I know that they were making Air Force Ones and other shoes with the prints. And now it's kind of like coming back.
It's kind of blowing up in the past year or so.
Past year.
It's been insane. Everybody wants that.
They started doing it again. Everybody's like, it started with accessories, and then it is now turning into like sneakers. You know what I'm saying? And it's kind of like cool because it was a thing we used to do back in the days, in the 2000s, in '99. You would put like a Gucci print. Or Louis Vuitton print on your sneakers, or Burberry print too.
Burberry print, yeah. That was the back in the day.
Yeah.
Ever since you had a BG, or what was it? It was the Big Timers. It was Baby and what was it? What was his name? Baby and
Birdman.
Birdman and Manny Fresh, right?
Manny Fresh.
Birdman and Manny Fresh wore that suit in the Still Fly video.
Yeah.
All that Burberry just blew up. I bought bed sheets Burberry, everything Burberry. So, speaking of customs, you actually made your own first custom that you had in the shop. It was a Travis Scott Air Force One.
Yep.
These right over here. What do you guys think about these? So, what made you make this shoe? Like, what was the inspiration behind it?
I looked at the shoe. I looked at a pair of a jacket. It was a jacket I had on display. It was a tie-dye Travis merch that I saw on my rack.
This is it right here, yeah?
Yeah. So that was the inspiration behind making the Travis Scott Air Force One.
That's crazy.
And I saw the jacket. I'm like, you know what? I got a pair of Travis Scotts, and I was just.
This man's crazy.
I was like,
a pair of $500 to $600 Travis Scott just puts tie dye all over.
Yeah, I was like, you know what? We're gonna do this, and people were looking at me like, "What are you doing?" It worked out perfectly. I sold them. The guy who bought them from me sold them for more. And
awesome.
I mean, I have had people now DMing me, telling me, "Hey, would you make a pair for me? Hey, how did you do this? This came out beautifully. I would like to get a pair made."
Yeah.
I mean, I've had numerous DMs about the shoe, so
should we expect another one in the works? Another something in the works?
I'll work on it. I can't really say I'm gonna do another one, but it's coming. I have something coming.
So how long you been open now, Juan?
I've been open for 3.5 months.
3.5 months. Business booming?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Working on it.
What is I'm gonna close this out for right now with what is the next plans for the shop? What's the next step? Do you have any plans, ideas gonna go on?
We're gonna get a lot of Legends Boutique merch. It's gonna be limited runs, so if you're planning on getting it, you need to call the shop and make sure you come into the store or order it. You can DM us and we can take your order. You could come to the shop, we can take your order, and if you don't feel like coming here, we can ship it to you. And it'll be sold out quickly, and I won't make it again.
So it's going to be kind of like a Supreme type deal. Once it drops, it never re-releases. That's
correct.
It.
That
you
is
buy
correct.
it one season,
one time.
It's over.
That's
you go
it.
to the next thing.
On to the next.
That's dope.
Yeah.
That's
and
dope.
it's going to be a few pieces available. So
those
special people that do buy that are going to be like, I'm going to remember them because they actually bought it, and I know who I sold it to. You know what I'm saying? I know who has my pieces.
That's super limited.
Yeah.
So does your boy get the hookup?
We'll talk about it.
I'm just playing. I'm just
We'll
playing.
talk about
So I know that you have a raffle going on, $20 raffle. What is it? What do you gotta do?
All right,
What
so we have a raffle going on.
Okay.
It's these 5 shoes here in the front.
Yep.
The Dornbecker 6, size 14. We have the Cause 4, size 10 and a half, and a 12. We have the Yeezy Platinum, size 9 and a half.
Okay.
We have the Kawhi Leonard ones, size 13, and the Sean Weatherspoon, size 9.5. You have a opportunity to pick any of these shoes, one shoe, or you can take $1,200 home in store credit.
Okay.
Okay, or $1,000 cash. If we don't have your sizes in these shoes, you have $1,200 store credit, which you can do a lot of damage with.
How would we pay for that ticket? Like, would we come in store? Do we do it online?
You can come in store
Okay.
and pay for it. You can DM us, and we have Cash App or PayPal. And
Cash App or PayPal. What's the Cash App?
the Cash App is $cha-ching Legends Boutique.
So the $ symbol, Legends Boutique.
That's correct.
$20 where they just put in their raffle.
Yes, they just send it to us. We'll confirm that it's them. We'll ask them for their name,
Okay.
and then we'll tell them to give us their full name and phone number, so we can put them down in the raffle ticket.
Okay.
So when we ever pick that ticket up,
Yeah.
we can just call them immediately and tell them you won the raffle, buddy.
Okay. You can also do it through Instagram too, right?
That
They
is
can
co-
message you directly,
That is correct.
or just
DM
come
us,
to the shop.
Or just come to the shop.
So you got Cash App, DM on Instagram, come to the
PayPal.
shop, $20.
Yeah.
Win any one of these shoes,
and if you-
$1,200 store cred, $1,000 cash.
And if you buy 5 tickets, you get the 6th one on me.
How many tickets you doing in this raffle?
Only
Okay.
90.
90?
90.
90.
90. Only 90 people.
You buy 10, that's over
it.
a 10% chance of winning right there.
That's it.
So how are you going to speak to who won the raffle? Are you going to contact them? What are you going to do? How are you going to do it?
All right, so the raffle, we go live on Instagram.
Okay.
10 minutes prior to the raffle, we go live, and then we'll essentially go outside the store, and there's a lot of people walking around, so we'll just ask
somebody?
a random person to pull do the drawing for the raffle,
Okay.
and that's how we always
That
get
way make
our-
it fair?
Yeah.
Yeah. Juan, appreciate you having me, my man.
Thank you, Joe.
Thank you, bro. It's
Appreciate
always a
it.
pleasure. Make sure you guys come check out the store in Orlando. Address 4498 North Alafaya Trail in Orlando, right here by UCF. Be sure to add all of our links on social media. All the links will be down below in the description. Legends UCF, KFYS Joe. Make sure you guys add their YouTube as well at Legends Boutique. Make sure you guys add the YouTube you guys watching right now. Kicks for Your Soul.
Thank you, Kicks for Your Soul family. Rock with us.
Thank you, my man. Always,
Thank
once
you.
again, a pleasure. Your boy Juan. We'll see y'all next week.